Risteski and Unuk navigate the complexities of the Italian game to knight's defense modern bishop's opening in this Grand Prix Pluscity Open Austrian Team Rapid Championship Round 4 Showdown. On e4. On e5. Knight f3. Threatening knight takes e5. Knight c6. Bishop c4. Knight f6. We are now in the Italian game to knight's defense modern bishop's opening. Threatening knight takes e4. On d3 played by Risteski. Bishop e7. King castled kingside. King castled kingside. Knight c3. On d6. On a4. On h6. On h3. Bishop e6. Knight d5. Bishop takes d5. On takes d5. Knight b4. On d4. On e4. Threatening pawn takes f3. Knight d2 played by Risteski. Knight takes d5. Knight takes e4. On c6. Threatening knight takes e4. Knight g3 played by Risteski. Rook e8. Queen f3. It is novelty move. Bishop f8. Knight f5. King h8. Bishop b3. Queen d7. On c3. Queen e6. Knight e3. Risteski's idea is to play on a5. On a6. Rook a4. Rook e7. Rook b4. Rook a e8. Rook b6. Rook c7. Rook d1 and gain a significant edge. Queen e4 played by Unuk. Queen takes e4. Rook takes e4. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d5. Bishop d2. Rook e2. Threatening rook takes d2. Rook a d1 played by Risteski. Rook a e8. Bishop c4. Threatening bishop takes e2. Rook to e7 played by Unuk. Rook fe1. On g5. Rook takes e7. Rook takes e7. On g3. Knight b6. Threatening knight takes c4. Bishop b3 played by Risteski. On d5. Bishop c1. King g7. King g2. On a6. King f3. Rook e8. Bishop c2. Knight c4. Rook h1. Knight d6. On h4. Risteski's idea is to play on takes g5. On takes g5. Bishop takes g5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On f6 played by Unuk. On g4. Rook e6. Bishop d3. Bishop e7. On h5. Bishop d8. Rook d1. Bishop a5. Bishop d2. Knight e4. Bishop e3. Knight d6. Bishop d2. Knight e4. Bishop c1. Knight d6. Rook h1. Rook e8. Bishop e3. Rook f8. Rook e1. Rook e8. Bishop d2. Rook takes e1. Bishop takes e1. King f7. King e3. King e6. On f4. Bishop c7. Bishop g3. Knight e8. Bishop g6. Bishop takes f4 check. Bishop takes f4. Pawn takes f4 check. King takes f4. Knight d6. Pawn b3. Pawn a5. Bishop d3. Pawn b5. Stop here and find the strongest move for Risteski. King e3 is the right idea because pawn takes a4. Pawn takes a4. Pawn f5. Pawn takes f5 check. Knight takes f5 check. King f4 position is equal. Let's go to the main line. Pawn b5. Pawn b4. Pause the video and find the best move for Unuk. Pawn takes a4 is a strong choice, since pawn takes a5. King d7. Bishop b1. King c7. King e3. King b7. Unuk have small advantage. Let's analyze the main line. Pawn b4 is an inaccurate played by Risteski. Pawn takes b4. Slightly worse move played by Unuk. Pawn a5. Pawn takes c3. Pawn a6. Risteski is planning to play pawn a7. King d7. Pawn promotes to queen at a8 and dominate the board. Knight c8 played by Unuk. Bishop c2. Knight a7. Bishop b3. Pawn b4. Bishop a4. Think carefully what is the best move for Unuk. King d6 is best move here because King f5. Pawn c5. Pawn takes c5 check. King takes c5. King takes f6. Pawn d4. Unuk have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main game. Bishop a4. Knight c8 is not the best move played by Unuk. Unuk's idea is to play King d6. King f5. Pawn c5. Pawn takes c5 check. King takes c5. King takes f6. Pawn d4. Pawn g5. Pawn d3 and dominate the board. Bishop c2 played by Risteski. Knight a7. Bishop a4. King d6. King f5. Risteski is preparing to play King takes f6. Knight c8. Pawn g5. Knight b6. Pawn a7. King d7. Bishop c2 and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn c5 played by Unuk. Pawn takes c5 check. King takes c5. King takes f6. Pawn d4. Unuk might go for pawn d3. Pawn g5. Pawn c2. King g6. Pawn promotes to queen at c1 and sees the initiative. Pawn g5 played by Risteski. Pawn d3. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Risteski. Pawn g6 is logical continuation as pawn c2. Pawn g7. Pawn promotes to queen at c1. Pawn promotes to queen at g8. Queen a1 check. King f7. Still Risteski is losing. Let's explore the main game. Pawn d3. On takes h6 is not the best move played by Risteski. On c2 Unuk dominated and took the game.